Yo yo, and welcome back. Now firstly, before I start, I just want to say Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays or whatever it is that you do, but I hope you're all having a good one. So today's video is basically my biggest discovery to date, and I urge you all to stay around until the very end, as I think this is something quite a lot of you might find quite interesting. Some of you might have actually seen it before, but I will show you my side. I'm happy to say I've got quite a lot of footage and proof as well, but for the purposes of this video, I'm going to try and keep it as short as possible. So I don't really want to be making like long videos to bore people just for revenue. I like to try and keep things short and sweet, as you can see from my videos that I've done recently. So to what I've found, basically a little insight. So this has all come about after being involved with some petty school-like behaviour, and now I was going to be the bigger person and not bother with it, but I'm sure you can all appreciate when someone's releasing stuff about you that's basically got no substance. You feel like you've just got to respond to it. I mean, like I say, I hope you can appreciate where I'm coming from here. I mean, I'm being called a bitch on YouTube, for God's sakes. Now, I want you to know the truth, basically. So, like I say, I was leaving it until it went public with all this drama. So I felt I needed to set the record straight. So, just to give you a quick idea, basically, I've been stealing ideas, filming before him. He's told me in a voice note, because he can't do it like an adult. He showed me everything I know. I'm a copycat. He's even pointed me out in his video, saying I do nothing original. I'm copying him everything. Saying he's blocked me off his channel so I can't see nothing he's doing. Dude, I can still see what you're doing. Talking about disgusting behaviour, let's talk about disgusting behaviour, shall we? And telling me I'm sad. I'm sad. Peeing on your fireworks, stealing your thunder. I've got no clue, no substance. And like I say, calls me a bitch, tells me to man up and to move on. So, like I say, let's get into it. And I just want to say right now, you brought this all on yourself, which you lot are now about to see. And like I said, I'm gonna try and keep this brief, but there is a lot of info to go through. I mean it. So it all started when he mentioned Kimber on one of his lives a couple of months ago. Now I would say go and check it out, but as you've heard him say in the past, he deletes any of his videos that aren't monetized. So being local, I reached out to him, and I think more the fanboy in me just wanted to spend a day with who I considered at the time a legend. So he agreed, and we made plans, and yeah, here we can see just what I got up to before his first visit. So I'm reading books, I'm surfing the internet, I'm watching videos, even reaching out to somebody that was local, with local knowledge on the rock houses, who gave me a few brief locations, not actual locations, so I still had to go out there and find a location myself. Anyway, I proceeded with my partner and my daughter in tow, and I visited these places and I scouted these places all before this guy even stepped a boot on any soil at Kimber. You know, I found so many places, it was crazy. And yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it was him that had opened my eyes to it, but it's me that did all the research, all the legwork, all because this fanboy wanted to make his limited time worth it. So, are you with me so far? And are you seeing all the stuff that I showed him? So this is me having nothing original, okay? I'm a copycat. even though I'm sending him all of this stuff when I first started chatting to him. So yeah, the first visit happened. I ended up showing him 5 or 6 different places, I think, and he even let his then missus use my partner's National Trust membership just so they weren't paying so much, because one of the rock houses you have to pay an entrance fee. So yeah, I've done all this, and I even carried on sending him info, and this is the first I recall him actually mentioning to me a channel. But look at the date and listen to what he says.
Mate, I'm 5 seconds in already, and I can see that you have done your flipping homework, mate. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Mate, you should set your own channel up, man. Like, they're researching like this. Like, it's not fucking... Not anyone can do it, mate. So I think you should set a channel up, and you're right in the heart of all this shit. Nick's Bricks. Nicky B's Blocks. I don't know. Block Nick. Nick Block. I don't know. Nicky, I don't know, man. But, mate, honestly, mate, you're there. And it's another source of income, mate. You know? So I'm gonna look at this video now anyway. It looks very interesting. I've only, like I said, put 5 seconds on, seen all the names, so yeah, let's go.
And then have a look at my responses here. So yeah, I carried on what I was doing and ended up showing everything he's put out on Kimber, Himley, Bridgenorth, Blackstone in Bewdley and Redstone in Stourport. Anyway, it was in that time he's convinced me to start a channel, because when he left for Malta he wanted me to carry on, which I've heard him say in his videos. So originally he was going to feature me in his book, but after that visit, and I'm not going to mention, I housed him for the night and drove him around for the 2 days he was here to different locations. But yeah, it was after showing him this lot of things that he went away saying he was going to big me up in a couple of videos and to get my channel sorted with content. I even mentioned to him like the content would be the same stuff, considering I'm showing him everything that I've been filming, and this was his response.
Because I think it's the best thing. You need content there. Imagine if you had one video. People would come over and think, fuck this cunt, fuck all here. They don't even do nothing. So you need videos there to, 1, make them look, 2, make them stay. But yeah, well done, mate.
He then shouted me out on that video, and my channel did a lot better than I thought it would. Well, what we all thought it would. He was saying that I'd probably get about 300 to 400 subscribers off the back of his shout out. But when I woke up the next morning to about 800, I think it was, yeah. And as you see, it's steadily gone up from there. And this is where the actual drama begins. I thought something was up, but I gave him the benefit of the doubt. Now, this was on a Thursday, I think it was. And then someone's posted this in his Telegram group chat. And this was his response privately to me.
I just had to laugh at this woman. She went, yeah, look, of course you have a lot of fascinating sides to film. Keep at it. You're off to a good start, and you also have your own unique style, which come across in your vids. What's she fucking going on about, mate? It's the same format as mine. Exactly the same. Same LiDAR sites, same language. Fucking, what's she on about, fucking clown? That's what I mean. Some people just free flow bullshit out of their mouth, mate, and it's just fucking, they don't even know what they're fucking saying.
And yeah, this was the last that I heard of him. So I kept reaching out to him because I was confused. And like I say, that was the Thursday, so by Saturday I'd messaged him and just said, look, I'm gonna leave it. You reach out to me when you're ready. Like, whatever, I ain't got a clue, yeah. So I was watching someone else's live show on YouTube, and a mod on that page, who's also a mod for this person, saw me in the chat and innocently shared my page, as mods do. Now, bear in mind, he'd literally just bigged me up on his channel. So someone's responded to the mod saying he wouldn't be happy, says Nicky's been stealing his content after sharing a secret. So, excuse me, how does anything you've seen in this video so far show anything of the sort? So yeah, still confused. I reached out to him again, asking what this guy meant, but I didn't get no response. So that was the Saturday night. So I woke up on the Sunday morning and I'd been blocked. Everywhere you could think of contacting him, I'd been blocked from. And I do just want to mention now, my YouTube channel had been blocked days previous to this, so you might actually be aware, because if any of you have followed him for a while now, you'll know that I was always around the videos and the chat group and everything. I was always around, and then all of a sudden it just stopped. Now that wasn't my doing, but yeah, like I say, I was blocked from every which way. So it was at this point, like I say, I'm confused. I reached out to a friend of his, but the response was he wasn't interested, he didn't want to talk to me. So at this point I'm on the fence. It's like I've got no idea what I'd done, and I'm thinking about packing it in, like packing the channel in, because it ain't worth the drama. And I literally only done this because I got pushed to do it. Yeah, I was happy, like I've shown you, I was happy to just keep feeding the guy information, but whatever. So yeah, it weren't until after I'd spoken to my partner, who pointed out a few things to me, that I thought, you know what, I'm gonna carry on regardless, because I found so much for him, and I can do that for myself. Now, I even reached out to his friend again and told them like I'd wait for him to reach me, because stupidly I was still confused. Well, I say I was confused, but deep down I knew what had happened. And now I carried on watching his videos to see if he mentioned anything that might help me try and figure out what had happened. And yeah, I carried on doing my own thing, finding my own things as well, without anybody else's help, just like I always had done from the very start. Now, I saw one of his lives. Well, I wasn't watching it live, but I watched it back, the one where he explained what happened with Abby. Now, I felt horrible because I wasn't there for him, and anyone that's watched him the last few months, you'll know that we grew close. Like, we'd gotten so close, he was like almost like a brother to me. I know that sounds stupid, but we spoke every day. We was just on the same vibe. It was weird. And like I say, he'd stayed at my house, he'd spent time with my family. Like, my daughter loved him and everything. Like, my daughter, my partner, come with us one day when we went out exploring, and she was hugging him and holding his hand and everything. So that sort of hopefully gives you some sort of idea of just how close we were. So yeah, like I say, I've watched this live and I felt horrible, and it was at this time that I decided to reach out to him on his next live, because weirdly my second channel was still a mod on his page. Now, I don't know if you know, but there was a time when I was using my second channel, which you might have noticed in the chats, but that's for another time. But anyway, I reached out, and yeah, he looked surprised but acted like he didn't know what had happened. And like I say, I knew this wasn't the case, but because we'd gotten so close and I felt horrible seeing how he was, I was just willing to leave the past where it was and move on. Like, he claimed that she must have deleted me, and within a day or two we were back chatting again, only this time I was holding my cards close and I wasn't giving him any locations. I was just telling him that I'd found X, Y and Z, but not actually giving him the location. But anyway, he planned to come back up between Christmas and New Year to see the tunnel that I first brought to his attention, just like everything else. And everything seemed okay, although I was still wary. So a few people reached out to me and gave me some info, so there's no issues there, right? So anyway, on one of his many previous deleted and re-uploaded videos, now I wonder why he does this, I was chatting with some guy in the chat who I've spoken to loads before, and he mentioned he'd just dropped a video in this guy's Telegram chat, one that I was still banned from, may I add. And I said I'd check it out, just being nice, you know. And this guy tells me that I'm poaching, and all he sees is people sending me locations. Dude, can you not read? He put the video in your group, not mine. And I'm sorry, I'm such an approachable guy. And yeah, people want to share with me. I think it might be because I don't block comments and I don't turn off my emails and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, even then, I tried to explain to him how he'd gotten it wrong, but he weren't having none of it. Instead, blocked me again, or should I say Abby did, but not before telling me I'd stolen everything. What's this guy on about? You lot go back if you really need to see for yourselves if you haven't already seen what I've shown him. I even reached out to his friend again, who had literally texted me a couple of hours previously, because obviously they'd seen the live, and was like, I'm glad you and him are talking again, I'm glad you've made up. But yeah, I've reached out to this friend again, just to say, like, tell him to keep it civil, like adults. Like, don't try and tarnish me or nothing, because I kind of had an idea that was what he was going to be doing. And I did say to them, like, if he comes out with anything, I've got so much proof that backs everything up that I'm saying, and it might make him look a little bit stupid. So, do you want to know what I think all this is about? Now, long before me and him even was speaking, I was always out and exploring with my partner and my baby. Yeah, I just weren't looking for this stuff. So yeah, again, he did open my eyes to that. But I think some cat that's been doing this for 4 years, begging for subs and whatnot, felt a little threatened by someone who only started up 2 months ago. He's seen what I can find and how easy it is for me. He's seen I'm an approachable guy, and he's seen the expense I've already gone to out of my own pocket, because I'm work just had now. I'm still not a paid partner, so I don't get paid nothing, and this guy's telling people about I'm taking revenue off of him and whatnot. See, he's all about the money. Don't believe me? Listen to his videos, see what he's actually talking about a lot of the time. It's to get out of this country off the back of y'all. But again, you know. But yeah, like I say, that's what I think it's all about. But yeah, I do this because, like I say, I've always been outdoorsy. It's something I'm now very, very interested in. Uncovering things that people don't usually see. And a lot of people wouldn't have seen the stuff that they have done recently off this guy. And I'm not being big-headed, if it wasn't for me. I mean, you've got all the proof you need on this video to show you that I was the guy that fed him every single last bit of information to him. But yeah, I just want to apologise. I did say I was going to try and keep this short, but believe me or not, I could have gone into so much more detail, but I don't want to. I just thought I'd go over the basics and just show you how it actually is. Now just remember, he's the one that forced me into doing this. He's the one that badmouthed me on his channel with no just cause or anything. So yeah, I felt like I needed to respond and set the record straight. See, now, I'm not doing this for likes, subs, watch time or money. I'm doing this simply because I enjoy it. And most importantly, and listen to this one, people, it's because we can do stuff like this. It's not exclusive to any one person. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, this is why I do this. Nobody owns nothing. Well, people do own stuff, like, that's not what I'm saying, but in this particular instance, people don't own none of this stuff. Especially this guy, that would still be clueless to all of this if it wasn't for me. Anyway, I hope you all have an awesome time over the holiday period. I've been a bitch. Sorry. I've been Nicky B. And until next time.